Mojo.com. Ramik, Amara. Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis. Let's talk about whose team it is. Mike Miller.
Mike Conley Jr.
You were gonna think that I was gonna say Pau Gasol.
It's definitely Pau Gasol's team.
Mike Miller's the best player on that team. I wouldn't have said that about 6 months ago, but after researching, take notes, and looking at his numbers, this guy's putting up 18-5. He's doing it all.
What about the monster season that Gasol had last season? After he grew his beard out and became like a Grizzly man.
He was 21-10. I just think that.
So 18-5 is better than 21-10.
I think these European players have problems leading their teams.
They're soft.
Okay, so I can't have him.
But he's still the best player on the team.
But it's just because you're the best player doesn't mean it's your team. Example, the Nuggets, Allen Iverson, and
that's only because he came in later than Carmelo. If Carmelo had come in after
example, Derek Jeter, but A-Rod's the best player on the team.
Again, came in later.
Oh, so you can't
you can't join a team and then say, okay, this is my team.
I'm saying it. He's not saying it. I'm saying it. Let's talk about Mike Miller. 3-point threat. He was on the America's Olympic team.
Was that the Olympics? I don't know. Is anybody even watching that?
They pounded. I don't really care. I was a little shocked that he was on it, but he's good enough.
They need shooters, and he can shoot lights out.
Lights out. Paul Gasol, you were saying
he took that step. He took the step forward that we've been waiting for, and Paul Gasol put up monster numbers.
It's just too bad that he's stuck on probably one of the worst teams in the.
It is, but they're getting better.
Are they? I mean, they got Rudy Gay.
I like Rudy Gay out of UConn.
10-4-5.
And what do you think about the major off-season acquisition? Probably your favorite player of all time, Darko Milicic.
You know what? Things have been dark for Darko, but I'm hoping that it's too bad Jerry West left. So I'm hoping that I wish.
Now did Jerry West make the Darko trade before he left? Kind of like a little sabotage.
Jerry West doesn't want Darko on his resume.
Actually, it wasn't a trade. They signed him.
I don't.
And how is this guy making $6.5 million a year?
Darko?
Yeah.
He deserves it. He was the number 1 or number 2 pick in the draft.
$6.5 million for doing nothing.
Potential. A lot of GMs have made a lot of mistakes off of potential.
Yeah.
You know who I want to talk about is they lost their 3rd highest scorer. Their point guard. You're gonna laugh at the name Chucky Atkins.
Chucky Atkins.
The Nuggets now.
Chucky Atkins?
Who we failed to mention in our Nuggets thing. But
so when we were talking about the Nuggets not having a point guard, they have Chucky Atkins. Alright.
Yeah, whoops. Let's talk about, they lost Chucky Atkins, they lost big points from Chucky Atkins, and now who's going to fill it up? They have Damon Stoudemire, who I personally think he's going to start, here it is, he's a cancer. That's exactly what he is.
Damon Stoudemire is not a
cancer.
He's a good guy, Damon Stoudemire.
I know he's a good guy.
He does a lot of charitable activities.
Everybody in the league does those. They send like their boys to do it.
Okay, let me look at for the fans, because you throw this out at least once per
Someone that can't take a good team to the next level. He was with Portland, they had a sick team, he didn't do it. He's been bounced around from team to team over the past few years, and right now he's warming up the point guard spot for Mike Conley Jr., their number 1 draft pick.
Mike Conley Jr. Reports out of camp are that this kid is the truth.
It's his team. It's gonna be his team, and he'll be in the starting spot by the.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw this out. Mike Conley Jr. is a cancer.
Right now, some of our viewers don't know you're joking around or whatever.
No, Mike Conley Jr. It will be his team. You're right about that. This kid is the truth. Watch out for him. He may not have an immediate impact, but he's gonna be the man.
I'm definitely excited about Mike Conley Jr. Ohio State, number 1.
In college
football. Let's talk about a couple other guys here, and I'm gonna have to say it again because there are so many of these guys. Stromile Swift, banger, dunker. That's it. Tell me the guy doesn't have he does not. I haven't seen the guy make a post move in my life.
It's funny because they have 2 guys on the team, Hakeem Warwick and Stromile Swift.
These guys are like interchangeable.
But I like Hakeem Warwick's 15-foot wingspan. This guy can he can block some shots. He's getting a little better every year.
13-5, Hakeem Warwick. 8-5 Stromile Swift, and 5 is generous, but he had about 4.5 rebounds again.
Stromile Swift, he's never going to pan out. What was he? He was like the number 2 pick coming out of LSU.
LSU, $6 million a year for this guy.
It's not a good week for LSU.
You know what
they
he
lose
is?
Yesterday?
They did. You know what he is?
A cancer.
He's a rich man's Darius Miles. That's what he is.
Wow, a rich man. So Darius Miles is poorer than Stromile Swift.
So on paper and on the court too.
Because Stromile Swift is a poor man's Hakeem Warwick. So then Darius Miles is a homeless man's Hakeem Warwick.
They need a lot of help. They also have Brian Cardinal.
Brian Cardinal?
Cardinal. I don't really know much about him. He went to Purdue. He's making $6 million, which is probably a little bit more money than he should be making.
They brought in thing though.
Who?
Casey Jacobson, who used to be a rich man's.
What's that guy's name?
From UCLA.
Yeah, I know.
Jason Capono. But now he's a poor man's Jason Capono. Jason Capono won the lottery in the offseason.
Big time. All I know is that Casey Jacobson was... When Casey Jacobson and Jason Capono were battling in the Pac-10 when they were in college, I say Casey Jacobson is going to be a better player than Capono.
I thought so too. And even his first year, when Casey Jacobson came out and he was playing with Phoenix, that guy, he put up decent numbers here and there.
But then Capono is one-dimensional. 3-pointers, that's it. Jacobson put on the ground, take it to the rack, do everything. But for some reason, they handcuffed him, and he wasn't able to do this. So I'm hoping...
So he went to Europe, I think, and maybe tweaked his game a bit.
You think, or he did?
He went to Europe.
All I know is... He's gonna get PT now.
Might as well. There's nobody else on the grid.
This team sucks. They got. I'm sorry to say.
So you're throwing that out there. They just suck.
They're a bad team. They're not making the playoffs and they're not gonna be close to it.
I disagree with you, my friend. I think the Grizzlies are on the way up. If you remember a few short years ago, the Grizzlies were a 55-win team. They made the playoffs in the West. I think this team that they have now is better than that team.
They're the 4th team in their conference, behind Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio.
I agree with that.
They're going to get pummeled by these teams, okay? Let alone the other...
But then look at it. But look at the West. I think they're better than Denver.
No, Memphis!
Yeah.
Memphis.
I think they're better than the Lakers.
You're a moron, by the way.
I think they're better than the Lakers.
No way. The Lakers are one of those teams that... The Lakers have Kobe and Odom.
We're rambling on right now.
We're rambling. They're not. You're rambling. You're talking nonsense. You can take it back right now.
I'm not taking it back. Memphis Grizzlies are going to do some damage in the West this year.
Playoffs?
They will make the playoffs.
Horrible pick. That must be the worst of all time. They will not make the playoffs, nor will they be in the race in the final month, unless they pull off a trade. That's my...
There's a big if right
unless
there.
they pull off a superstar trade. All right? That's all we got for you on thebuzzer.com. This is Ramik, Memphis, and I'm Ara. We'll see you guys next time at the All-Star break.